Hey you, so today I wanted to do a first impressions review on this new to me, I don't know how new this is, Rimmel London Clean Finish Matte Foundation. It just looks like this. And I got this at Walmart yesterday for like $4, and this is in the color 440 Natural Beige. And I saw it and I was like, I don't think I've ever seen anybody talk about this, and I've been wanting to experiment with drugstore foundations because I'm not very fond of them. I can never really find a correct shade for me or anything like that. So I was like, I just kind of want to go ahead and try more, drugstore foundations, and this was only like $4 at Walmart. Throughout this video, please do not mind my hands. They are not dirty. What happened was I dyed my hair and I didn't have any gloves on like a dummy, so my hands look like I've been in, car shop, like at, working at a car shop or something. Anyways, so this is a matte foundation. I don't know how true that is. And then it says, it claims to look, that it'll make you look 100% poreless. It has oil control minerals. And let's see. I'm going to read the back for you guys. Look 100% poreless and control shine all day. Lightweight, clean matte finish up to 12 hours. With oil absorbing minerals, won't clog pores. It's dermatologist tested, hypoallergenic, non-acnegenic, and it's fragrance free. So I was like, might as well try it, because I think what caught my attention the most was the fact that it was matte, and I was like, I like matte foundations, let's go ahead and try it. However, I think I got a shade that's a little bit too dark for me. Yeah, can you see that? But I mean, I think it'll be fine for summer because we all know we tend to get a little bit darker during summertime. So I decided I would go ahead and grab this color. I actually grabbed the first thing I saw. I didn't even look for colors. This is just the one that caught my attention. So yeah, I think it's a little dark, but we'll find out in a second. And for this, I'm just going to be using my damp beauty blender just because, I don't know, I just feel like it'll apply it the best. If it's too dark, it'll shear it down for oh, okay. So I was really expecting it just to like come off, and I didn't realize that it's gonna actually come with a spoon. This is really freaking great, actually. I'm gonna do this. Kind of use it as a scooper. So I'm just gonna actually apply this to the back of my hand. That's really cool. Like, Rimmel's getting it right. Alright, so it feels very lightweight. It actually feels very, 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 very lightweight. It has a very, very faint smell, but nothing that you could really even tell. Yeah, this shade's a little dark for me. I really like the feel of this though. It feels kind of like a BB cream. Like it really feels very, very, very extremely lightweight. So I like that. I'm going to dot this all over my face. Even though it's like way dark. So now I'm just going to go ahead and blend it. Yeah, it's way too dark for me. But that was my fault, not the fault of the foundation. I kind of like the way it's looking because it's kind of sheer, not a full coverage. Then again, I didn't add too much, but it's just making, this color is just making me look like I went to the beach and got tan. I definitely need to go a shade lighter in this. It's way too dark. I always grab the wrong color because when I was smaller, if you guys have watched my other videos, I used to be really, really dark. So in my head, like, I'm really, really dark. But no, that's not the case anymore. I'm actually very, very light compared to how I used to be. Oh god, this color is just not working for me. It really isn't working at all. It seems to set kind of quickly. Like, what I used on my hand is already pretty much set in place. And I'm actually not going to do another layer of this because this is already too dark for me, and so I look cray-cray. It seems to have a tiny bit of a pink undertone. Yeah, this foundation sets pretty quickly. I can see kind of like the dots where I dotted it. I can see them. So I'm just going to blend this down kind of far because it does not match my face or anything. You guys can see how, like, it does not match. So I'm just going to bring this down a little bit. I also think I'm going to switch up how I'm applying this because it does set really, really quickly. So I'm actually going to move on to this, what is this? The SB07 by Sedona, just because this will blend it out a lot faster because this sets really quickly. Yeah, this foundation is way, way too dark for me, but I'm just going to go ahead and do this anyways just because I already bought it. But you can clearly see, look, my skin, the foundation. I really hope this foundation does not oxidize because that's just going to be terrible. It's going to be so terrible. Okay, so this foundation sets really, really quickly. I didn't apply a primer or anything just because I wanted to see how well this, wears. It is pretty sheer. I don't, I see my skin peeking through, but you can definitely tell. It's like, it's weird because it's pretty sheer, but you could definitely tell I'm wearing foundation. If you're paying that much, attention to me, then I think you would definitely be able to tell that I'm wearing foundation. Like, it covers, but it's very sheer. If I were to keep applying layers of this, it would probably cake up, maybe. But I don't want to add another layer because this color is way too dark already as it is, and I can't deal with that. Light to medium coverage. It does not feel heavy on my face. It feels like it's set, so it feels kind of like a powdery finish. Again, it lets your skin peek through. You can see like my natural kind of shine on my face, like that kind of glow that we all have. It sets really quickly, so you have to work with it pretty quickly. So what I'm going to do now is just go ahead and finish off the rest of my face. There is a little, somewhat of a flashback, but it's mostly for my concealer, I think. It's nothing too bad, it just actually looks pretty good. Even though my camera sucks, like it really picks up the wrong colors. But overall, I don't think it was much of a flashback actually. So it is 1:32 and I am going to go on with my day, and then I will be back in a couple hours to show you guys how it's holding up. Hey guys, so I'm just checking in. It is basically 2 hours since I applied it. It is 4:31. I applied it like around 1:30 or something like that. So I just wanted to let you guys know, again, I didn't apply any primer or anything with this foundation, but I did notice, like, I don't know, I didn't notice when I was first applying it, but I did notice that my pores, especially the bigger ones right here by my nose, do not look bigger. They actually look pretty normal size, like when I'm not wearing makeup. Then I don't really see those pores, but when I apply certain foundations, it like makes them so much more noticeable. But this one actually made them look smaller, or like just like my normal looking pores. So I really like that about this foundation. Again, I didn't apply a setting powder or anything over this, so my nose my nose is a little tiny bit oily, but nothing, you know, obnoxious. I did add highlighter to my face, so it's maybe making my skin look a little bit more dewy than, you know, what it normally would look like. I feel like if you were to put a setting powder over this, then you definitely would not have that problem at all. I really do like this foundation so much so far. The only thing is that you can clearly see where this foundation ends and my skin begins, because I am way lighter than this foundation. I need to go about 1 or 2 shades lighter than this. But overall, I really like this foundation. I wish it didn't have that pink undertone, but at least this one isn't as pink as some of them get. Like, some of them get like ridiculously pink, and this one did not do that. I feel like I could work with this. So yeah, for as of right now, I'm really loving this foundation. Hey guys, so I'm checking in for the third time, or the second time? Third time? I don't even know what time this is. It is 6:32, as you guys can see, and this foundation is flipping amazing. I really am digging this foundation so much. I really love this foundation right now. I don't feel like it oxidized very much at all. I feel like the pink undertone developed a little bit more, but nothing that I can't work around or nothing that looks too bad. I feel like if I buy a shade or two lighter and mix it in with this foundation, that it'll be just like a really good shade for me. And then maybe I can just apply, you know, banana powder over it, so it'll kind of cancel out some of the pinkness or something. I can figure it out and make it work. For $4, I think this foundation is pretty amazing. It reminds me a lot of my CoverGirl Stay Fabulous 3-in-1 foundation, except for I like this one way better because, again, it didn't oxidize very much at all. It really covered this pimple that I have here. You guys can see I ate and everything, wiped my mouth and everything, and it's still pretty much covered up. I am still matte. I did add a little bit of Dr. Feelgood, which is basically kind of like a mattifying balm type deal. I did apply a little bit, literally just on my nose, just to cancel out a little bit of the oiliness that I was getting. Again, I didn't set this foundation anyways, but I feel like if I had, that wouldn't have happened, because this foundation actually has kept pretty matte throughout the day. So I'm totally digging this foundation, and I will do one last check-in at the end of the night when I'm about to take it all off, just to see if anything has changed. Really, this looks almost exactly the same as when I applied it, so we'll see, and like when that comes around. So I'll see you guys then. Bye. Hey guys, so this is gonna be the last check-in. Overall, this foundation held up pretty darn good. It is 9:40 in the evening, and my foundation doesn't look, you know, 100% what it was, but overall it held up really well. You can see it on my blush and everything. You can still see my blush. It just tells you how good the foundation it was sitting on was. Overall, I would give this foundation a 4.5 out of 5. The only problem with this foundation was that it was a little bit pinky. But other than that, I really love this foundation. It stayed matte throughout the day. I just retouched it that one time, and then I did not get oily the rest of the day, so total thumbs up for that. I would recommend this for someone who has oily skin, someone who has normal skin, and for someone who has dry skin. I would still recommend it. Just make sure to exfoliate your face and moisturize and all that, and this foundation should work just as well. Yeah, so I think that is it. If you guys like this review, then please thumbs up and let me know that you liked it. If you guys want to see more, then please let me know what you would like to see next. So until next time, I'll talk to you guys very soon. Bye.